Family Constellations is really powerful work, which connects us with the hidden dynamics in our family system, and in doing so shows us the root cause of the type of issues which can affect all of us in our daily lives. These issues can include an unhealthy relationship dynamic, a health concern, maybe depression, anxiety, an eating disorder. Also, if there's an unresolved conflict within the family, or we want to look at an issue we have over finance, even targeting addictions and patterns of behaviour that we're really not happy with, and we just can't change that pattern. That's one of the beauties of this type of work, because you can really look at any topic or issue and get to the origin of what is holding you back in that area or what put it in place. And Family Constellations was an immense help in resolving the issues that I've had to tackle throughout my life linked to being adopted. Family Constellations therapy brings together modern psychotherapy and ancestral healing techniques from the Zulu tradition to shed light on the ways our daily lives are inextricably linked to events that have taken place in our wider family system. This system includes our parents, our aunts, uncles, grandparents, great-grandparents. And when we start looking in the system, what we often find is these issues were never ours to carry in the first place. And a typical example of this is a relative who fought in a war, and when they returned from that, they didn't talk about what they saw, or they shut down emotionally, or they feel guilty for something they did. And maybe they resorted to drinking to numb themselves from the pain. And then 2-3 generations later, we start drinking and we wonder why we're drinking. And what we're doing is actually drinking to numb something on behalf of this relative. And it's never our issue in the first place, but we take it on board as if it is ours. And it's why this work is amazing, because if we're struggling with an addiction, we then start seeing what put that pattern in place, and we have a choice then to live our life differently. And then we aren't held back by this old trauma anymore. And when we clear it for us, it also sends out a ripple effect to the rest of our family. This is particularly important when we become parents, because then when we work on this for ourselves, we don't pass on our issues to our children, and in doing this they aren't then burdened by any of our baggage in their lifetime. So our lives are much healthier, but also our children's lives are much healthier. The process is simple and highly effective, and by blending my knowledge of family constellations and journey work, I'll guide you in uncovering the origin of whatever's put those patterns of behaviour or issues in place, and in doing so, giving you a deeper understanding of how best to move forward in all areas of your life. When doing a constellation with someone, initially a client will speak out their intention about what they want to shift in their life, and then they choose representatives amongst the group, or if I'm working one-to-one, I'll use objects, to stand in for someone or an aspect of their life which is related to their issue. For example, the client might choose someone to represent their mother or father, maybe their job, relationship, or something to do with their health. And then, based on their own impressions, they place them in relation to each other in the space, and then that's where the magic begins. When the representatives step into what is known as the knowing field, they follow their impulses, and through their movements, feelings, words on whatever the hidden dynamics are that are playing out in the family system of the client, it shines the light on these, and as these are revealed, the facilitator works with the representatives and the client to come to a place of compassion and acceptance for what has happened, what has taken place, and in doing so, restore the healthy flow of love to the family system. The workshop is suitable for everyone, whether you are new or experienced in the work, and no special background is required to experience the benefits of attending. Motivation to do a constellation might be to address a long-standing issue or something that's happened recently. It might be merely to seek a change in your life. Maybe your life is stagnant, or you just want to look at a relationship dynamic which is now not serving you anymore. It could be a draw to deeper self-inquiry, and it could be a desire for healing on the physical level. Constellations works in every area of your life, and it helps us get to know not only ourselves more deeply, but It deepens the connection with those around us, and that's our families, our friends, whoever we are in relationship with. And ultimately, this work is about restoring the flow of love to our families so that we connect in healthier ways in all aspects of our lives.